I'm your host, Lester Zoom Headley, signing in with you this afternoon. The title of this one, Workplace and the Many Hiccups. Workplaces and their many hiccups. Workplace and a hiccup. There got to be a hiccup some way in the workplace. The hiccups, ignore and avoid them from the various concepts sometimes when they come our way. And sometimes we can't ignore them. Sometimes we have to take note of them. But you will always have hiccups versus concepts when you look in alignment with values and what you are expecting. You will have many hiccups in the world of work. That's the truth. Nothing is easy, okay? Not even the world of work. Yes, you have to work to make ends meet. Yes, but there will be hiccups from time to time. Some days will be a blessing. Some days will be fantastic. But some days there will be a hiccup. So know what you are worth. Know what you are worth. Know what you also are worth in the eyes of those people who you are working with and who are managing you and who you're contributing and growing their association, their company, or their organization. So you need to know, okay? You know when you have a discussion with them how to answer, okay, and what to say and what to put in writing. And every day you go home, get your diary and write what transpired at work, what happened, okay, what mistake you made, what you could have done better, how so and so and so and so came along and upset you there. Write it down, because one day you're going to have a complete journal. I always write down everything from my workplaces. Everything I do, right? Put it in writing. Know when you are no longer and can easily reach them. Know when you're no longer special in their eyes. Know when you can no longer change their concept and their converse concerning you. Know that, okay? Know when you have to go, okay? Know that. Know when you have to move along, okay? Don't stick around. Don't stick around and waste your time and get yourself all annoyed and start doing crazy things. No. Know when you are most beneficial. Know what is most beneficial to you. Okay? They would use the computer to hide sometimes and hide behind a lot of different things when engaging with you. But you have to know they will have look like if they are also very busy and ignore you. Know the movements. Know what made them think, what made them move away from you. You must know these things. After all, your drive and your dedication and your hard work, you are still not even considered for promotion because you're going to work hard. But sometimes you're still not given the promotion that you so deserve. Okay? And sometimes you might be given 50 cents, $1, $2, 25, or nothing at all. Some people don't get anything at all. So you got to know. You got to know if you are still an asset or if you was ever an asset. You got to know maybe you're doing something wrong. Maybe you're not in favor with them. Maybe is your skin tone. Maybe is your gender. Maybe is your attitude and your behavior. We don't know. We don't know for sure, but you need to know a lot of things. So you need to spend time writing about your journey, documenting. You should know that after all these daily meetings and daily happenings and occurrences, nothing is filtered back down to you to help you do a better job. You need to know. You got to understand. So when you get to know these things, you know if to put in 50%, 10%, 25%, 100%, or, just course along. You have to know. Because if you want to be of excellence and they're not helping you, you're not going to see it. It's a hard task. It's a hard struggle. If they want to help you and they see that you're not helping yourself, that also is a hard task. So you need to know. You need to put yourself in the position to know there are plenty hiccups in the world of work, as I said. But you have to make sure that you know what is going on, what is causing these hindrances, okay? Know when they have no more usage for you either, because at a certain time, they're not going to have the usage and tolerance like what they have for you as you age and as you move along and as new people come on the scene of life and things change. So every day, you got to make sure that you measure and you evaluate and you measure everything that they're going on, how they see you, your job status. Don't always go first and cry skin color, but you can tell from your pay grade and your gender and how they treat you. That's the truth. It cannot hide. It is there for you, but you might not notice it. They know, and everyone around you know of your contributions and your skill sets. Yet you're going nowhere. They depend on you, yet you're going nowhere. You are most conveniently given to them. Still, they don't recognize you. Okay, you're not that important in the setup. And you must know when you're not that important in the setup. Yet, in God, we must trust. Don't let it get to us because we have our bills to pay. We have to eat. But if you can do better, move on. It doesn't make no sense, wasting your time or they wasting your time and they're not helping you out because you are not that important to them anymore. So you got to be careful and you need to know. You need to know because don't ignore. So don't ignore. You will not always be ignored at some times and you will not always be cast aside because a door can open for you somewhere else as well and they might value you more. Okay, they might value you more. One day you will look back upon it all, but you only can look back if you've been documenting it. Like how all the places that I have worked, I have documented certain facts about them. And I am keeping them, so that helps me to write my discourses and to tell you what to expect, because some were extremely good and some were trying and some were disturbing, but you need to know. You need to know. You have to know how they are abusing you, how they're making a mockery of you, how they're taking advantage of you, and how you are doing the same to the organization. Because sometimes we do it back to them and they do it more to us. As a worker, unless you are the business owner, then it's change for you. Otherwise, if you are an employee, everything that I have mentioned will happen to you. It's different for an employee than it is for an owner. Okay? They might have marginalized in their concepts against you by underpaying you and undercutting you and not paying you for your skill set, your time, your energy, and your initiative. Although they tell you take the initiative and go above and beyond, you still don't get paid for that. Yeah, it is true. It is extremely true. People that have been in the workplace will tell you, yes, he's absolutely correct. But one day you will wake up. One day you'll be able to stand up and have a reflection. Okay? You will evade the trauma that comes your way, that stifle you for years and cause you mental disturbances, because sometimes these things happen and it causes you a sickness as well. Okay? Sometimes you have worked in an organization for 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 years. Yeah. And truth be told, you don't have much to show. Truth be told, you might have something to show. Truth be told, you might have a good time with them. Truth be told, you might not have everything that you think that you deserve or knowingly that you deserve, because that's how the cookie crumble in the world of work. There are always a lot of hiccups. There are also a lot of disappointments in the world of work, but time longer than twine. Okay, you will overcome. One day you will wake up from the oppression and you will see the success that you ought to be. Until later, keep an open mind and find joy and satisfaction. Thank you. Lester Zoom Headley signing out on this particular one. Thank you.